Alright, in this section we're trying to figure out who is right, Stephen or Philip. They're comparing answers to their homework, but they have different answers. We want to look at the following two questions, I should say three questions, and circle who is correct and explain why. So question 1 says, what subset best describes negative 10.0? That's really just the number negative 10. Philip's answer is going to be right here. Even though it looks like it is a decimal, and Stephen might be right, really it's an integer because it's just the number negative 10. It's really a negative whole number. Alright, so that is an integer because negative 10.0 really just equals negative 10, which is the opposite of a whole number. Question number 2, what subset best describes 5 plus the square root of 150? Well, we're really just given an operation there. We need to figure out what that is as a number. So we need to simplify that expression. 5 plus the square root of 150. We do the square root of 150 first. It's a little bit over 12. It's a decimal. It's a non-repeating decimal that goes on forever. Anytime we take the square root of a non-perfect square, we're going to get a decimal that goes on forever and doesn't repeat. It's going to be an irrational number. If we add 5 to that, it's going to become 17 point something, but it's still going to be that same decimal that goes on forever. That's still going to be an irrational number. So here's Stephen's right, and the explanation for that is that 5 plus that square root gives us 17.247, which is a non-repeating, non-terminating decimal. On question 3, what subset best describes 5 times the square root of 4? So Stephen's saying that's irrational because we see that square root. We want to actually do the square root to see if we get that decimal. The same thing we got in question 2. We don't. Actually, here we're going to get the number 2. So 2 times 5 is really just 10. And that's a natural number. And all natural numbers are rational, so Philip has the better answer there. Rational best describes that in this case.